Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we're going to do a little get ready with me using the new Too Faced Just Peachy palette. So this palette just recently came out from Too Faced. It is available on Sephora if you're interested. It does look like this on the inside. I have been using this palette all week and I know a lot of people are kind of tired of the warm tone palettes, but that doesn't mean me. I am not tired of the warm tones. I love these warm tones. This palette does smell pretty good too, so it's not like overly peachy like the original Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. It's not like this, where this smells more like candy peaches. This smells like true peaches, if you know what I mean. So this one here, if you want to see a little comparison too, I'll show you. So this is the original peach palette, and then of course here is the new matte palette. So there's what they look like in comparison. So they do have some similar colors, but honestly this one here is my favorite so far. I love the peach palette, don't get me wrong, I think this is gorgeous. But I love matte shades. Matte shades are like, they call to me because I do have aging skin, I have aging eyelids, so this palette really called to me. So we're gonna go ahead and use that today. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the get ready with me. I'm going to put my primer on. This is the Laura Mercier foundation primer. This is the Blemish-less one. This is pretty good. I really have been enjoying this primer for this week. I know it's not cruelty free, but as you guys know, I am trying to use more cruelty free products, but I have a ton of products that are in my collection that are not cruelty free, so I'm going to get through those, and I'm just not going to repurchase anything that was not cruelty free. So any of my future purchases will only be cruelty free unless I make a mistake like I did with the Benefit palette, because you guys know I did a boo-boo. I ordered that palette thinking Benefit was cruelty free and they're not. What do you guys think of my hair? I just curled it and like I'm waiting to style it, so I figured I'd go ahead and get ready first and then I'll style it, because right now I kind of look like Little Bo Peep. I lost my sheep. So now I'm going to use my foundation. I'm using the Giorgio Armani. This is the Lasting Silk UV foundation. This is broad spectrum SPF 20, which 20 isn't really that great, to be honest with you. I feel like a good SPF would be like, I don't know, 50. That's the best SPF in my opinion, so it's going to be fine, but I would definitely still put another SPF underneath of this if you're planning on going outside, which I mean, if you're not planning on going outside, I still think you should use an SPF daily because you're outside enough that you're going to need it. So you should go out, if you're going to go outside at all, make sure you put an SPF on. So I'm going to just bounce this in using this is the Pro Beauty Blender, the black one. As you can tell, it's got pretty good coverage. My skin is doing better, so I don't really need a super amount of coverage, which makes me very happy. I did have one little incident, well, two little incidents. I have one here and then one over here that decided to pop out because I changed cleansers, because I was trying to figure out a good cruelty-free cleanser. And I was using this right here, actually. It's the Juice Beauty Blemish Clearing Cleanser. This stuff is crap. It broke me out. Oh my gosh, it broke me out like up in here. So I know that it's from that because my typical hormonal acne is right in here. So, and I know that it's not hormones causing this acne. This is definitely something that I changed, and that's pretty much the only thing that I had changed like daily. So yeah, I got some little friends on my face. I'm like, you guys are not welcome guests. Don't know why you guys keep showing up here uninvited. I don't know. But as you can tell, that foundation does a pretty good job. I gotta make sure I get the sides on my nose. I always forget right here. Do you guys always forget right there? It's like the one spot I always forget. The cracks and crevices of your nose. So I'm going to put just a little bit more foundation on because I feel like right in here I could use just a tad more. My skin is clearing up, like I said, but it's not completely clear yet. I don't have the scarring gone. None of this is active acne. There is bumps on my skin, but that's not active acne. It's all just scars now. So I have to figure out a good solution in order to get rid of the scarring that I have going on my skin, because that is pretty not so fun. Not so fun. So I'm looking for a good skincare, something that's going to help get rid of the scarring. I was thinking about using bio oil because I know I used that before, like after I had a C-section, I used a little bit of bio oil to help with the scarring from that, and it really helped. And then my son, he had actually fell and his teeth went through his lips, and the bio oil really helped so he didn't have a scar, because I was afraid he was gonna have a scar on his lip. Okay, now we're done with that part. So that is foundation. Now we're going to move on to setting my eyelids. And to set my eyelids today, I'm going to use the Nars. This is the Smooth Matte Complete Concealer. I couldn't speak. The Smooth Matte Complete Concealer. Again, this is not cruelty free, but we're just using things up because I don't want to toss it. That's just a waste of money. So I'm going to use up what I have for now, but I just won't purchase again unless they change their cruelty free status, which a lot of companies do that. Nars specifically, I remember they were cruelty free, and then all of a sudden I get news that they're not, and I'm like, what the heck? Why do you have to do that? What do you gotta be like that for? I'm gonna pull you guys in just a little bit. I feel like you guys are really far away. So come on in here. Come on down, the price is right. Alright, so now I'm going to go into the Just Peachy palette. So here's what it looks like. You guys are zoomed in pretty close now, so you should be able to see the palette in action. So this palette, like I said, it smells so good. I keep smelling it. Do you guys ever get something that smells really good and you're like, man, I can't stop smelling it? Okay, so I'm going to first go in with Peach Butter. I'm going to tap in here with this Tarte brush. It does have a little bit of kick up, but it's nothing extreme. So now I'm just going to blend this onto my eyelid. This is just to set down my primer to help things blend out smoothly. I like that there's two colors in here that I can pretty much choose from for that. I really do enjoy this palette. Oh my gosh. I think if you're considering getting it, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a permanent palette. So I would wait until like the VIB sale coming up if you are a Sephora VIB member, which I'm pretty sure even BIs get a discount. I'm pretty sure they get like a 10% or something like that. I know VIB Rouge gets 20, but I'm not sure what the rest gets. I'm not even real positive. Now I'm going to go to Peach Tea, and I flipped my brush to the other side. Down here in Peach Tea, I'm going to tap off, and now I'm just going to start blending this out into my crease. Do you see how effortlessly this is? Like, this is nothing like the Subculture palette. That one you have to technically really work with pretty hard in order to get an eye look. This one you just start blending and it kind of blends itself. I really do love this palette. Tap off. I think it's an excellent palette. What I want to do is start doing 3 looks, 1 palette for each of my palettes that I own. Let me know if you guys are interested in that, because I do have quite a few palettes that we can do that with. That way there we can kind of span back and do some older palettes, and then we can do some more recent palettes. So I'd like to do one of those at least maybe twice a month or something like that, because they're a little bit harder to film because you have to do an eye look for 3 times out of 1 palette. Although I don't know, I could probably do one once a week. I'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. But you guys let me know if you think you would like to see that. Like 3 looks, 1 palette for... You guys can pick the palettes. Whatever palette you want me to do. I'll let you guys pick. You guys take a little... Let me know down below what palette you want me to start off with, and we'll do 3 looks for that palette. Okay, so there, that color is blended. Now I'm going to go in with a smaller brush. This is a Zoeva brush. This is the 230 pencil brush. I'm going to go in just to kind of deepen up the corners here. So I'm going to go in over here with Peach Punch, and I'm going to mix it with Peach Tart. Hopefully you can see that. Peach Punch and Peach Tart. I'm just mixing a little bit. I just want the peachiness with the brown to kind of pop out. So I'm just blending that into my outer crease, and then up. Up, up, up. And do you see how, I mean, I'm barely putting my brush in on my eye. I'm just like letting it pretty much do the work by itself. Again, mix the two. I like mixing shadows. I like kind of being my own creationist when it comes to shadows sometimes. I'm going to make it a little bit deeper too there. I just wanted to kind of get a little bit of the peachiness with it. So it will get a little bit deeper. A little bit deeper. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into Peach Tart. Only Peach Tart this time. I did wipe off my brush. Now I'm going to specifically stay on the outer corner of this. And then I'm just going to blend it up into the crease. You guys wanted me to kind of use the peach palette in combination with this. So that's what I'm going to do. As for like the shimmery color, I'm going to use something from the peach palette. You can totally use both of these together. And I'll blend these out a little bit better. No worries. Right now, I mean, my mirror is very far away, so hopefully it's blending okay. Hopefully it's blending okay. Did you guys have an awesome Labor Day weekend? I know we pretty much were just lazy. That's pretty sad, but, well, no, I can't say we were lazy. I did a lot of yard work. I got, like, we have fountains and things, so I decided to put all the fountains away, so I'm just blending all this in with a clean brush. I just cleaned it off. I put all the fountains away, and then I put up all of our holiday, not really holiday, but like fall flags, which are pretty much football flags around our house, so put all those out. So that was nice. Okay, so far there's the look I'm coming out with. It doesn't muddy together too bad either, which is another thing I like about this palette. I don't feel like it muddies. So I'm going to go back in with Peach Tart, and I'm going to just put a little bit more color into just a little bit more right here. I want this really deep right here, specifically on the outer corner. Specifically right there. So there that is. Go back in on the other side and just deepen it up again on the other side. I want to do a halo look with this palette. I'm not very good at halo looks, but guess what? I'm willing to try it. I need to watch some video techniques on different eye looks, because I feel like I create almost the same eye look all the time, so I want to learn some new techniques for different eye looks. But this eye look that I do suits my eye shape and everything really well. I guess that's why I continue to do it. I'm sure you guys, I don't know, can't say I'm sure you guys, but you have to let me know, do you have like one eye look that you particularly like on yourself? This is the one I typically use. I almost go with the same one all the time. Now I'm going to go in with a flat shader brush, and I'm going to go into the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I'm going to use, let's decide, well, what do we want to do? We're going to go into Peaches and Cream. Peaches and Cream. And I'm just going to pop that onto the center part of my lid and bring it into the inner part. And then we'll blend that together a little bit better. This palette smells so good when you open it. Oh my gosh. It smells like peach candy rings. Makes me hungry. Actually, no, I'm lying. It doesn't make me hungry. My dinner I'm cooking right now makes me hungry. I have my dinner in the crock pot started. It smells pretty good. I'm making chicken pot pie. So I always cook the chicken and all the filling in the crock pot. Now I'm just going to blend so that you don't really see a defined line there. Just blending it like that. There's so many different ways you can create eye looks. I know that my way is probably not the right way, but it's okay. It works for me, and that's alright. Now I'm going to go back into the Just Peachy Matte palette. I like the little clasp on here. The clasp is super cute. Do you see that clasp? Look at that. That's super cute. I like that. I'm going to go back in here, and I'm going to use Peach Tea again, and I'm just going to kind of pull this up a little bit more, because I do have hooded eyes, so I want to make sure that you can actually still see that I have shadow on my eyes even when my eyes are completely open, because like when my eyes are completely open, it's hard to see it. So I'm just going to add a little bit more up in here. Up in here. Up in here. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, now I'm going to go in and I'm going to put a brow bone color on. I'm going to use Peach Meringue. And I have another Zoeva. This is the Zoeva Luxe Smoky Shader. I'm going to use it for my brow bone crease. So it's going to work, I hope. Or brow bone highlight, not crease. So this is a matte highlight. Now if you want it to go in and make it more of a shimmery highlight, you could totally use the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette if you own this. I would typically go in with White Peach. You guys ever had white peaches? Oh my gosh, they're amazing. So there we go. See, do you see how much that pops out a little bit more? So you could totally use both of these in combination together. Or you can do a complete matte eye look. Matte eye looks just are so easy for me. And I feel like they don't accentuate any kind of wrinkles or anything, which that's good at my age. So now I'm going to go ahead and put my liner on. I'm going to use the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner, and this is the one in Mad Max Brown. So I'm using a brown liner just because I don't want it to be too like nighttime looking, because I know like a darker liner for me looks a little bit more evening appropriate. I want this to be a little bit more day appropriate. Sorry guys. I get really quiet when I do liner. I'm paranoid I'm going to mess up. You guys hear the wind outside? It's crazy here today. The wind is blowing and it's looking like it's getting ready to storm. I don't want a storm. Not today. Just because I feel like I've got a million things that need to get done. So no storms for today, please. Now I did get some liner down here. If you guys ever do that too, just kind of wipe it away. You can fix it later with whatever you need to fix it with, your concealer. Now I'm going to do my brows. Do you realize for the past couple Get Ready With Me's, I forgot to do my brows? Nice, Tiff. So now I'm just going to go in with this NYX brow pencil, the micro brow. I'm just going to kind of draw some tiny hairs in right here in the front where I don't have too many. And then going to draw underneath to kind of define my brow a little bit more. And then bring it back. I don't have to do too much work to my brows, but I need to do enough to where they can kind of be defined so you can actually see them. Because right now on this side, do you see the difference? It looks a little bit better. I will make this a little bit more, not as bold. I don't like a bold brow. So again, little flicks to create little brow hairs. Flick, flick, flick. I had to get myself a new dryer, guys. I was trying to blow dry my hair the other day, and all of a sudden I smelled something burning, and I thought it was my hair. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm burning my hair. I'm gonna be that girl on YouTube, the one that put the tool in her hair and it like burned her hair off. That's what I started thinking about immediately. I just go in and like tap my brows with the beauty blender just to kind of take some back out because I like a more natural looking brow. You don't have to do that. That's just me. All right, look at that. I got alfalfa hair right here. I've got curly Sue and alfalfa. All right, now I'm going to conceal under my eyes. I'm going to use my all-time favorite, the Urban Decay Naked Skin. Geesh, I'm so happy Urban Decay is cruelty free because I'm almost out of this and I know I'm going to need to get another one. I love this concealer. I feel like it does the best job. It doesn't accentuate anything. It just looks really good under my eyes. And I don't have such a bright color that I feel like it brightens too much. So I think it's a perfect color and everything. It's a perfect shade for me. And it works so well. It works really, really well. All right. Do you see like the difference? Look how much better that looks. It looks better. Better one, better two. Did you guys see my Tarte review on the new Tarte Big Blush Book palette? The new #3 one that just came out? I gotta tell you, that one's pretty good. So if you were thinking about getting it, and if you haven't seen the review yet, you might want to go check it out. Or if you have seen the review, let me know what you think. I really love that one. I think it's very nice. So just a little FYI, it's a pretty good palette. Now I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics by Vapors. I need to purchase a full size of this. Look, I've hit pan on it. This is like the second sample, or is it the second or third? I have had, and oh my gosh, this stuff is amazing for me. It just works really, really well for my under eyes. It doesn't look crazy. It doesn't look cakey. It just looks really good. I mean, it makes my under eyes look perfect. Not perfect, because that's not possible. I did, when I did the peach look this past week too, I used the Stila Magnificent Metals to kind of give a pop in the center, and it looked really pretty with the peach palette. It was really pretty. The one thing I can tell you about this palette, I don't know if I've mentioned this yet or not, but it's kind of sticky. Like the material they have on the front here, if you put the Sweetie Pie palette with it, like they are sticky. It's like the plastic is some sort of stickiness to it, so that it will literally stick to there for some reason. And I don't know why that does that. It's like, it reminds me of, I don't know, it feels very plasticky, and the plastic and this plastic sticks together. It's really strange. Now I'm going to use the Sweetie Pie This is the Radiant Matte Bronzer. I think this is only one color, so I think this is the only color you can get. I don't use it as a bronzer, I can tell you that already, because it's too peachy for me for a bronzer. So what I do is I go in with a fluffy brush. This is the Too Faced powder brush. I'm going to go in here with this and just swirl it around and get a little bit of everything on there. Swirl, swirl, swirl. And I'm going to use it as a blush. You guys know I like that more bronzy looking blush anyway, so for me it's perfect. Do you see? I think it just looks like a perfect me blush. You guys might like it as a bronzer though, I don't know. Just for me, I don't really love it as a bronzer. I love it as a blush though. I think it's really, really pretty. And it's just like one of those, especially for my skin tone and everything, it just looks very glowy. It gives me that glowy skin effect. Glowy, glowy. I've used this pretty good though. I mean, I've already rubbed the impression of Too Faced off. It's already gone. I'm already using this a pretty good amount. I can foresee me using that a lot. Now for highlight, I'm going to go, because I did not pull a highlighter out for this week, I'm going to go back into the Too Faced palette here, and I'm going to go into, let's see, I'm going to use Nectar for my highlight for this week. What do you think? You guys think I'm crazy? Possibly. Okay, so I'm going to go into Nectar with a little brush here, and I'm going to tap that off, and I'm going to just put that on as a highlight. It's not showing up super crazy. I thought it'd be more crazy than that, to be honest with you. It's not super crazy at all. All right. I'm not so crazy now, I guess. All right, now I just need to do the lashes and then my bottom part of my eyes and lips. So I'm going to do the bottom part of my eyes first, and I'm going to use the Just Peachy Matte palette again. I'm going to go into there, and I'm going to use a little, this is like an angled brush. I'm going to go into Chocolate Dipped with this and tap. And I'm just going to smudge it out underneath right here a little bit. Hopefully you can see. Smudge it there. And then on the other side, I'm going to do the same thing. Smudge it. I only take it to like right around where your iris is. And then I'm going to wipe my brush off, and I'm going to, I told you I'm trying to keep this a little bit day appropriate. So I'm just going to smudge it out a little bit more. And then I need to put a inner corner highlight on. So for inner corner highlight, I'm going to go back into the peach palette, the original one, the Sweet Peach. And I'm going to use that same shade I just used to do my highlight on my cheeks. I'm going to use the, is that Nectar? Yeah, that's Nectar. I'm going to use Nectar, and I'm just going to pop it right here. And then do the same thing on the other side. Pop it right there. And that really gives such a beautiful glow. And I like to like dab it with my finger just so that it's not super noticeable. And then now we have lashes to do. So I'm going to curl my lashes. I pinched myself with this the other day, and I was like a little scared. I was like, oh my gosh, one of my friends told me that they had pinched their eyelash line. And then I was like really worried after I pinched mine. I'm like, oh my gosh, please don't do that again. So now I'm super scared. Superstar. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to go in with my mascara. The mascara I'm going to use is my Stila Huge. You guys know my obsession over this mascara. Actually, I'm lying. I am not going to use that. Where is my... There it is. Let me grab this. Here we go. I'm going to go in with this. Sorry, guys. I'm going to go in with the Mercier Big. I was asked to like maybe use this on a video, so I thought maybe this would be a great time to use it so you guys can see how it is. The brush to this thing is ginormous. Look how big that brush is. That's crazy. And it's a little pokey looking, so wish me luck. Now, I've used this already a couple times, and I'll tell you, for the price of this mascara, I'm not that impressed. It's good, but it's not anything to like write home about, that's for sure. It definitely doesn't make me feel like I need to drop my Stila or my It Cosmetics Superhero. So there, let me show you. I'll show you guys one coat once I get it finished. There is one coat. So that's what one coat looks like on. Now I'll do this side. You guys know this side over here always gives me the most hassle. I always mess up on this side. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Hopefully I'm not blocking you with the mirror. I want to get one of those simple human mirrors. I really like those. They're so nice. Okay. Alright. Oh, see, I got it on my eyelid there. So I'm not going to show you that one. Alright, now I'll go back in with my second coat over here. They're starting to stick together a little bit. Starting to clump. All right, there's 2 coats. Do you see? What do you guys think of it? 2 coats is pretty much all I ever do. I am not doing 3 coats. I know some people like to layer it up and layer it up, but I feel like my eyelashes get really heavy then, and I feel like it's hard for me to keep them open. I'm already always tired. I don't need extra help holding my eyes closed. All right, there we go. That's good enough. It's not perfect, but you know, I'm not perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for that to dry on my eyelid and then I'll clean that up. Now time for lips. I'm going to use the Too Faced. This is the Pop It On Peach. Gosh, I love this stuff. This is good. I did order a lipstick from the collection, but it hasn't gotten here yet, so I'm hoping it'll be here soon because I kind of want to do that when I do the complete review for it on Monday, but I don't know. I don't know where it's at. I guess with all the bad weather and everything, it's to be expected for some delays. There are more important things in life than lipstick, right? Okay. I just think this all together, it looks like a very summery look. It looks very summery to me. And there we go. I love this lip gloss. Gosh, it smells so good. I need to get more of these. If these ever go on sale, I'm picking them all up. They're so good. Okay, so that is everything except for cleaning my eyelid up. Let me toss this out of the way. It's in the way of my Q-tips. Oops, I didn't really mean to toss it. Gosh, watch it spill everywhere, and now it's going to ruin not just my skin, but my table. Alright, let's clean my eyelid up here a little bit. Go in just with the Q-tip and wipe that away. And see, that's gone. And this one I didn't really mess up on too bad, so just one little spot right there. Other than that, that is the whole get ready with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of the new Too Faced Just Peachy Matte palette. This is what my eye look turned out like. I know it's probably not anything like special or drastic or anything, but that's me. I don't like to do anything super drastic. I need to learn some more eye looks though, because I'd like to do a little bit more craziness for the eye looks once in a while. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, let me zoom you out so you can see my whole completed look. Was zoomed out just a little bit here. So, well, not completed because I am not leaving my hair like this. Oh my gosh. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.